Mark, we need to talk about our managers. Mikel Arteta, Enzo Maresca. We are
Ugh.
5 games into the season. Both Arsenal and Chelsea have dropped points. They shouldn't have. They've had different yet similar starts to the season. Both underwhelming again for different reasons and yet similar reasons. Let's kick it off with Mikel Arteta. Straight into it. What are your thoughts now that you've seen 5 games into the season? Arsenal have just drawn at Man City. Are you still sticking with your early season prediction that Arteta can't get this talented squad over the line?
100%, Geezer. What are you talking about? Of course, I know you. Come on. I think deep down, Neil, you agree with me based on what you have seen this season so far in the 5 games. The squad that Arteta has been assembled, has assembled and been backed by the board is now the best squad since, I don't know, maybe even the Invincibles. You can correct me if I'm wrong. That's your team. But this is what I've seen in the last 20, 25 years. I was thinking no matter how strong Liverpool have spent, how strong their squad is, and Manchester City, this season is supposed to be Arteta's and Arsenal season. The way that Mikel Arteta has set up his team with the team selections doesn't show to me that he's out there to win the league. It's showing to me, which I've said from the get-go, well, especially since the Liverpool game, is that Mikel Arteta is a pussy cat. Okay? You've got the tools to win. You've got such a strong, in-depth squad. You should be going out there to teams, even Manchester City, when they come down to the Emirates. Put it on them. Back your words, because every pre-interview of a big game, all I hear from Mikel Arteta is, we have to start strong. We have to go out there with intent. We have to be forward thinking. We have to dominate the games. And has he done that? No. You're not going to win the league playing so conservative. Yes, you've got the strongest defense. No one's going to take that away from you. But you're not going to win the games playing like that. Marino, I'm going to put him in the middle. Starting Trossard instead of Martinelli, who's come off good form. Leaving Eze out the starting lineup. What are you freaking doing? If I was an Arsenal supporter, I'd be pissed. Arteta is Mr. Negative. Mr. Defensive. That's what I think, and I wouldn't be happy with him if I was a manager. If I was an Arsenal supporter, no, he stabilised your team. Yes, he has done that and done that well, but he is not the man to take you over the line, especially with the amount that you spent over the last 4, 5 years, 6 years since he's been employed at Arsenal Football Club. That's my opinion. You're not going to win the league. You're not going to win the league. He's weak. That's my opinion.
You know, I got a lot of love for Mikel Arteta. I always will do. He's done great things for us. He's made us relevant again. He's got us back at the top end of the table. And, you know, if you asked me a couple of seasons ago, we were heading in the right direction. I was like, this is great. And we're going to get a squad like this. If you told me fast forward 2 years, this is the squad we would have built. I'll be like, we're ready. We're gonna win the league. That said, you don't win league titles playing negative football. We have regressed and we've got a more talented squad. What was the game plan against City? In that first half, the way we're set up, I just didn't even get it. It was literally like, we're only going to score from a dead ball situation. We're only going to score from a corner. We started doing long throws now. I mean, we're doubling down on set pieces. We're like, well, it looked like we're going to try and nick a goal from a corner or a long throw. You don't win league titles like that. This is not the strongest Man City side. We haven't lost to Pep in 5 successive league matches. And this is his weakest squad combined with our strongest squad. And we are at the Emirates. You have to put it on them. And if he does not change, I said to you at the start of the season, Mark, I said to you, I'm going to use this season to judge if he can get us over the line. I was open to seeing whether he could or he couldn't. I'm never going to categorically say he's definitely going to do it. And I'm not categorically saying he definitely can't. But from what I've seen so far, he's not going to win a league title like this. You cannot win a league title in the Premier League in this day and age going up against Pep and Klopp sides, even though Slot is the manager now. I understand, and throw him there as well because he goes brave. You know, Liverpool, whatever you want to say about them, and they get, these minutes added on and whatever, but boy, do they make it count. Boy, do they make it count. That is that mentality. Never say die, it's never over. If they scored against Man City in the 93rd minute at Anfield, they wouldn't have spent 5 minutes celebrating. They would have picked up the ball and taken it straight back to the halfway line and gone for the win. And that,
100.
my friend, is the difference. We celebrated it like we just won the league. Arteta was unvindicated. All Martinelli did was spare Arteta's blushes because Arteta got that so wrong. This is not me hating on Arteta. I love the man. I will always love Arteta. I think every Arsenal fan owes a lot to Arteta. What I'm seeing right now, Mark, he cannot get us over the line. It's Pep at the Etihad. You think the boys are celebrating a 1-1? There's 4 minutes to go still, and City have held out. They're going to be what? Deflated. Everyone's taking that ball back to centre circle. We celebrated it like we just won the league. That's the difference. That mindset, bro, trickles down from the top down. This is Arteta's mindset. You could see it on the players, Mark. You could see it on the players. They'd lost belief at points. They'd lost belief. It is trickled down, and I'm hoping that was a one-off, that their mindset isn't exactly like that. Because if Arteta is the manager, I don't know what he's setting them up for. I don't know what he's setting them up for, but they will start believing we're set up for just scoring from corners and then defending a 1-0 lead. We did it at Old Trafford. We didn't try and go and get the second goal, Mark.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Yeah. That's the thing, Geezer. He's becoming, every year, he's becoming more defensive. But you're getting even more attacking players.
The squad's becoming more, exactly. We've got more attacking players and he's becoming more defensive. He's scarred. He's scarred from losing against City back in the day. And now I think he wears it as a badge of honour. Haven't lost to Pep for 5 successive league games. He's the only manager in history to never lose in 5 successive league games versus Pep. Mikel, we're not going to get a trophy for that, my friend. It's not going to happen. His mindset, he's scarred from previous losses, and now it's a badge of honour. I don't lose to the big C. I don't lose to these boys. Well, you've already lost to Liverpool, and you're 4 minutes away from losing to Pep at the Emirates. Emirates is not a fortress, not if you select teams. And Mark, we win that game 2-3-1 if he gets the right team.
I think so too.
Yeah, but have you seen a team? I haven't seen a team come over and be so comfortable at the Emirates for the whole game. 33% possession. They were so comfortable from minute one, just so comfortable. We made them so comfortable. We were the best host ever. Guys, can we get you a cup of tea? Can we get you some biscuits with that? How about a goal for you, Erling? Yeah, do you want to go 2-on-2? Go on 2. We'll back off. Don't worry. It's not how you win league titles. Mark, one last thought. I'll kick it over to you. Your final thought on Mikel Arteta before I move on to your manager.
It's not over for Mikel Arteta. It's not over for Arsenal. It's definitely not. It's only 4, 5, 6 games that have been played. You can still turn it around because your squad is actually unreal. Is unreal. I'm a big fan of your squad, and I was expecting big things, but I have been disappointed with Arsenal so far. I've been disappointed with the creativity. Yes, you've lost Odegaard, but I'm not a big fan of him anyways. I'm disappointed in the initial team selection. Why you're so defensive? Oh, I want to keep intact my defensive record. I've got to make sure they don't concede. Yes. But then you have such wonderful attacking players that can really light up a game. But you're too scared. And don't come out lying in pre-interview saying we need to make a statement win, we need to have this, we need to be forward thinking, we gotta put authority on the game, like, and then you set up and then you put this team selection out. It's contradicting, you're a liar. But it is not over. He just needs to be a little bit braver. And I think if he does that, you guys will be right up there at the end. And
Let's see.
one final thing that I'll say, yeah, is that you're saying that they celebrated, right, like they won the league. I mean, that 1 point and taking 2 points off Manchester City can prove vital right at the end. So I do understand the celebrating, but like you said, what I don't really like is that you still had 4 friggin' minutes left.
Yeah, go win the game.
Go
That
run
is
back
the
with the ball.
difference between winning mentality and, I'm afraid, losing mentality. I didn't jump up. I thought we were shocking all game. I didn't jump up off my seat and go, yeah. I'm looking at the boys and going, okay, great goal. What a goal. Love it. Get the ball back. See, you're going to be flat. Put it on them. Go and fucking win it. Go and try and win it. Guys, let us know. Arsenal fans, I want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. Do you agree with us? Do you agree with me? Do you agree with Mark? We are now going to move on, speaking of mentality, to Enzo Maresca, your manager, Mark. Your manager that made history for all the wrong reasons at Old Trafford, that made 3 substitutions in the first 21 minutes and took off. It took off your 3 best players.
All our attacking players. All our main game changers, yeah, the players that could actually go out and then when he take them off. You know what? Just like Arteta, you scared. You're friggin' scared, and you got tools there at your disposal, and it's just about, do you know how to use the tools? And he clearly doesn't. My verdict of Enzo Maresca is that he is average at best. He is so predictable. I don't know what he's doing. Like, even when the team, like, you know, when there's a halftime and there's a team meeting, usually teams come out and they have a little oomph in them. Yeah, a little bit of additional drive, but they still come out as laid back, as laxy-daisy as ever. So I don't know what he's saying to them at halftime, but it ain't freaking good enough. You're not good enough to motivate the players to go out there. He's not a Chelsea manager.
What is he doing?
I
He's
agree.
stealing a living. He's not a Chelsea manager. These hires are insane. Get rid of Tuchel, get Graham Potter in, who's not a Premier League manager, and then you went and got Maresca from the Championship again. What are you lot doing? You know what? I bit my tongue about Maresca for a period of time, but you're telling me Arteta's scared? What's this guy then? He's hiding behind Arteta. What is he doing? Maresca is not a Chelsea manager. He's not even taking you forward. You've had the easiest, nicest, cushiest start of all the top 4 teams this season. And you've taken 8 points, Mark. You've won 2 games. One was against West Ham and the other was against Fulham, where you should have, in essence, gone 1-0 down and it would have been interesting. Now, you may well have won that game, but we don't know because I'm watching Chelsea now. And I predicted a draw at Old Trafford, but I predicted it because of 3 straight away games. I didn't predict what I saw there, which was a car crash, just like an absolute carnival of chaos. And your team talk at half-time was done by Casemiro. It wasn't done by Enzo Maresca. The any motivation you had was given to you by the opposition, Casemiro getting sent off right at the death of the first half. That is exactly the impetus you needed. And you still, even though you came out a bit sharper, he was never going to be enough. You're chasing the game now for too long, and it's got Maresca. You know, we talk about Arteta, we talk about Maresca because they're both our managers, and in some ways, Mark, there's some parallels here. There's some similarities here between them. I think Arteta's a better manager than Maresca, but you know, you might think Maresca's slightly better. But what we're arguing about is ultimately they both mentally, I don't think they have it, and I don't know how much forward Maresca's going to take you this season based on what I've seen. Might you have to go to Liverpool and get a statement draw or win up there? I don't think you're going to win, but I think you've got to come back with something from Anfield after the Brighton game for me to have any faith in Maresca.
Let me tell you, yeah, I'm not a fan of Mikel Arteta. You know this. I've said it for time. But without a doubt, Mikel Arteta is levels above Enzo Maresca. That's how highly or lowly I think of Enzo Maresca. Right? He is bang average at best. Those substitutions which he did was just absolutely crazy. It was unbelievable. It was insane. I'm scared. It's unforgivable. It's fucking unforgivable, bro. And for me, that was the last straw. Because I told you, I'm not the biggest fan. Yes, he overachieved last season and he may deserve to have the hot seat at Chelsea. But I've told you my reservations and my concerns about having this. And if he was winning games, okay, that's fine. But the way that we're playing, that side to side, boring, no urge, it's so boring. Like, I know Chelsea haven't always been renowned for being the most attacking team, apart from Ancelotti's and stuff like that. They're rare and few. But still, it was never as boring as this. If it was compact, if it was boring, but we still won the games, yes, it'll be a little bit more forgivable, but it's just not enjoyable. Both our fans are paying so much inflated money going to these stadiums and watching performances like that. It's disrespectful, not just for Arsenal fans, but for Chelsea fans. This is my opinion of it. Geezer.
Side to side, boring football. You could be talking about, at times this season, you could be talking about either team. And that's the parallel I'm drawing here between Arteta and Maresca. Not the fact that, yes, we both agree Arteta's a better coach, better manager, but what we're saying here is that when you describe boring side-to-side football, no, the setup is odd substitutions.
No urgency.
You could be talking, if people could guess, oh, he's talking about Chelsea or he's talking about Arsenal. It could be either one of our clubs. And that is the problem. And, dude, we both have talent in squads, but we don't get our acts together soon. Liverpool are going to walk this again. They're going to walk this
and
again.
They haven't been great, bro.
Unless Pep can do something. Of course they haven't been great. We need to stick it on them. Yes, they're perfect, 5 from 5. But if by the time they've played you and they're 7 from 7, there's going to be at least a 5-point gap. And it's probably, let's be honest, going to be bigger. It's probably going to be bigger. We've got to go Newcastle now. And we know this Liverpool team, they're great front runners. They're great front runners. But I just don't even see Arsenal, Chelsea. It's City, man. City back-to-back losses against Brighton and Spurs, man. Like, this is not the same City. Honestly, we need to get our act together, and that starts this weekend. You with Brighton, us with Newcastle away. This has to happen, and I want to see more from Maresca, and I want to see more from Mikel Arteta. That is a fact.
Guys, let us know. You know, we've vented in this video and we've actually been very transparent and honest about our own managers. Do you agree with us? Do you think that Mikel Arteta is still the man to take Arsenal forward? Are Chelsea fans still loving up Maresca and he's so great? And bro, I'm going to wrap the video up soon, but I've been watching some thumbnails and some videos 2 weeks ago about Maresca, how Maresca's tactics are the ones to win us the league and all this sort of crap. Oh, what is this rubbish? Now, 2 weeks later, this week, oh, Maresca's bang average. Maresca, what was that? What is he doing? And this and that. I'm going to tell you Chelsea fans right now, yeah, Maresca is not the man to take us forward. And if you disagree with us or disagree with me, please let me know in the comments. We are going to respond to every single one of you guys. If you haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing if you like the way that my guy and I portray the news and the way that we vent our news out to you guys. And definitely, if you want to see more of our videos, click this video right here, you guys, and we'll see you good ones in the next one. Thank you.